All right. They want to put a casino in Toledo and in a couple other places, but you know what? I don't really care about the other places because I live here in Toledo, Ohio. So if it means something good for Toledo, I'm all for that. But there are people out there who think, well, maybe it doesn't. We've got one of the people who does in the studio with me, former Ohio Supreme Court Justice Andy Douglas, former city council person, and politico for a number of years. Judge, thanks for coming in this morning. Appreciate the time.
Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for having me.
Let's get one thing out of the way right away. I noticed in the esteemed daily newspaper today that Jerry Chabler, who we're very familiar with here on the air and refer to as Jerry Chabler, a longtime subscriber to the Blade, says that you're a hired gun, and that's the only reason you're doing this. Are you being paid by the people for Yes for Ohio 3 to tout the issue and to promote the issue?
Jerry Chabler and I have been friends for a lot of years, and I've known him all the way back to my days in City Council when he was part of the administration of Mayor Ensign. And I guess what I would say to you is that I'm disappointed in his characterization, but I can also tell you that there's an old rule in our business that you never get into a shouting match with a foghorn, so,
No.
or something more earthy than that. And so consequently, I wouldn't respond to Jerry except to say that it's sad that you have to start attacking personalities when you can't defend your position on the issue. With regard to your question of what I'm being paid, my firm is being paid. I'm not being paid directly. The contract was negotiated with the managing partner of my firm, and I get paid the same whether this passes or fails.
Okay. Yeah, and I think that was it's one of the things that the opponents always throw out, when there's a personality involved. Well, he's just, he's being paid a ton of money to come in and promote the issue. Is the issue, and what we've heard so far, we're going to have tons of money coming in, $332,000 for the counties, $32 million for the cities, 200 and some million for the schools, lots of jobs, plenty of taxes, and from what I can tell right now, there isn't anything, at least on the yes side, that would be bad for us. It sounds like a terrific deal. Would you agree?
I think anything may be too general a characterization, but for the most part, yes, I'd agree.
So,
I think it's a win. It's a win for Toledo, or I wouldn't be involved in it.
Okay. My dad always told me, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So there's got to be a downside in here somewhere, and obviously I don't expect you to come up with it because you're for the issue. But there are some people out there, and the proponents right now are saying that, number one, it's not going to create that many jobs because some of those jobs will only be part-time and some of those will only be temporary, and that's during the building of the casino. Once the casino is built, is there any number of jobs that the people are promising or guaranteeing that we'll see actually based here in the city of Toledo in the casino that's built here?
Yes, sir, and that argument is so specious to me because when you think about the construction jobs are only temporary. When you pave a section of the Anthony Wayne Trail, is that a temporary job?
Well, all construction jobs basically are temporary.
Exactly. Those folks are being paid. They're being paid good wages, and this company is willing to come in and invest $1.5 billion in Ohio, and at least $250 to $300 million in this site, a site that lies fallow now on the east side, that has no prospects of ever being developed for anything, and there will be a very major edifice built there, and there will be at least $250 million put in that site, and it will create construction jobs just in Lucas County, over 2,100 jobs. Now, before I do that, let me just say to you, these aren't our figures. This was all done through research from the University of Cincinnati's research arm, and that report is available to anybody who wants to find it online. These, again, are not our figures. These are figures that are substantiated by substantial research.
Right,
the construction phase is going to over 2,100 jobs, and then whenever it's finally completed, it'll be another 1,800 or 2,000 jobs in Lucas County, northwestern Ohio, because it's not just Lucas County, and it'll be people that are being hired locally and trained, the other argument about we're going to import people from Las Vegas or Atlantic City.
Well, hold that thought for a second, because
All right.
I need to hit a break here. But we'll talk about where those jobs are going to come from.